It is 7:50 in the morning on December 28th. It's very rainy here in Davis right now, so it's not very pleasant. It's surprisingly warm though, considering that it's December 28th. The transit adventures have become a little more sparse this quarter, such as the reality of trying to graduate college, but I'm on my winter break and it's time for an adventure. I'm hopping on YOLO bus right now to get to Amtrak so I can go to the Oakland airport. You might be wondering why I'm going to the Oakland airport when there's one in Sacramento right by us. Well, the answer to that is the flights to LA were slightly cheaper. And that's the goal of today's video. I'm going to LA, and in doing so, I'm going to compare what it's like to take the train and plane combo compared to the train, the little bus dance that I normally do to get down to LA. So, first step of my journey is to hop on a YOLO bus. Now, the question is, why am I not hopping on a Unitrans bus to get to Amtrak? And the answer is, it's Sunday. Our buses on the weekend don't start running until 9 for some lines, 8 for others. So here I am. YOLO bus will be my faithful chariot. I'm going downtown, gonna get some breakfast, and then hopping on Amtrak. In true YOLO bus fashion, my bus is already late and not tracking. But it's Sunday, so kind of saw that one coming. A cool 8 minutes late. My chariot is coming off of the highway. It's kind of impressive that they're 8 minutes late considering that this is literally the first stop after Woodland. Good morning.
Next stop, Anderson at Glendale.
Thank you.
Route 42, intercity bound to Davis and West Sacramento.
And once it showed up, a very pleasant ride on the 42B later, here I am in downtown Davis. This is not Amtrak, this is 5th Street, because YOLO bus does not service downtown. So I'm just gonna walk a couple blocks, I'm gonna get myself some breakfast, because I still have about 50 minutes before my train. 45 actually. I left myself this kind of gap because things happen. I don't wanna risk it for the biscuit, and the next bus would get me into Amtrak a little too late. So, here I am. Oh, I realized why the bus was so late. The schedules in Davis for the 42B are so ridiculously padded that he is now on track to be early, despite leaving my stop 10 down. Closing in on Posh Bagel, which is nice and open. Bagel time. Davis' best breakfast. And after a nice breakfast, here I am walking to Amtrak. I'm catching the 9:10 train, and that's going to go to Oakland Coliseum. Of all the Bay Area airports, I feel like Oakland is the easiest to get to from Capitol Corridor, and it'll be interesting. This is my first time ever flying from Oakland Airport. So I'm hopping on the train, gonna take the cute little BART connector in Oakland, and I'll be on my way. The O line's in 4003 today. One of my preferred buses. Breakfast of Champions here at the Davis Amtrak. And here we go.
Upstairs. Please have your tickets out, ready for the conductor to come around and scan. If you have an electronic device, you're taking on an electronic device, make sure the brightness is all the way up for us to scan your ticket.
After another enjoyable ride on the Capitol Corridor, here I am at Oakland Coliseum, this shining jewel in the Bay Area's crown. I got some friends down there. Anyway, I'm here at Coliseum to transfer to the Oakland Airport Connector. That's what it's called. It's this cute little cable-hauled airport people mover, and I believe this will be my first time showing it on the channel. Now, the reason that I've never showed off this dinky little thing is, one, never flown out of Oakland Airport, and two, this is the most expensive piece of Bay Area transit. Now, I could take the AC Transit 73, and that would be much cheaper, but in the spirit of adventure, I would like to ride the dinky little cable train. So, that is what I'll be doing. It'll take me to the Oakland Airport. But, if you're looking for a cheaper way, AC Transit 73 will bring you right there. So to get there from the Amtrak platforms, I'm walking on this pedestrian bridge that's normally used for the former A's games. I'm just gonna walk over the connector. Today from the Oakland Airport, I'll be flying with Spirit to Burbank. The flight leaves at 2 p.m. It's currently 11:10. So I did get here a little bit early, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. I was automatically assigned a middle seat, which, you know, Spirit, they're gonna do that. So I unfortunately shelled out the $17 for a window seat. Things I do for pretty views. Their marketing strat worked on me. They got me. Oh wow. They have the new gates. Alrighty, Oakland Airport. They got the fancy gates up here too.
Attention bar passengers, face masks are strongly encouraged and wearing a well-fitted mask is recommended. Thank you. bound for Oakland International Airport. Please hold on. And prepare to exit to all terminals.
Alrighty, $7 later. That was definitely one of the coolest pieces of Bay Area transit I've ever ridden. Do I think I'll do it again without any reason to be here? No. So, now I'm off to Terminal 1, waiting for my flight on the Greyhound of the Skies. TSA time. Quick trip through security later. I now have 2 hours to wait. 2 hours to sit here and look pretty. So it's time to go find my gate and then wait for my flight. Well, gate 9. That is me. Well, it's time to just sit at a quieter gate until it's time for my flight. Once again, updating my map while I wait for my flight. My big yellow chariot awaits. Alrighty, it's time to board my Pigeon of the Skies.
There are safety information cards and there's facts in front of you that illustrate the dates.
a very easy flight later, here I am in Burbank, but no time to talk because I got a shuttle to catch. Alright, now I need to find the valet center for a shuttle to Metrolink. Let's see, valet center this way. The reason I'm hurrying so much is Burbank Airport operates a shuttle to Metrolink, but you have to call them to get on that shuttle. And I did, and they were like, oh, okay, hurry. So here we are. Okay, thank you. Alright, and after a much quicker transfer and ride than anticipated, the shuttle has dropped me off here at the Burbank Metrolink station. This is the Burbank North station. This is the one for the Antelope Valley Line trains, and it's here that I'm going to be waiting for a train towards LA. That was a good service. So, I am now here in the LA area. I'm in Burbank. The time is currently 3:30. I left Davis at 9. So, if I had taken Amtrak, I would still be on my way. I wouldn't get into LA until 6:30 if everything was on time. So the flight does win in speed. I'll give them that. But now that I'm in LA, I can also discuss more things. Let's see. First in the list of priority, Burbank Bob Hope Airport is one of the weirdest airports I've ever flown into. Like, everything is just so close to the street and open air. I kind of dig it. And then the shuttle. So for Burbank Airport, if you want to ride Metrolink, the closest Metrolink station for the AV line, which is the one that I'm at right now, is actually a bit of a hike away. So they offer a free shuttle. But you have to call. So I called the number, and the dude was like, "Oh, okay. Can you hurry?" And I was like, I just got off of the plane." And he's like, yeah, we got another one waiting. I was like, okay. So I kind of had to like sprint my way through the terminal. I didn't sprint, I just sped walked. But like, yeah, other than that, it was a very quick, smooth ride. I'm here with 20 minutes to spare before my Metrolink connection. And that brings me to point number 2. What am I doing here? So, tonight I'm booked on board the Sunset Limited, one of Amtrak's premier trains. It leaves LA at 10 p.m. It's currently 3:30, so I still have some time to bum around and do things. So one of the things I'm going to do is I'm meeting up with Miles, made famous from this YouTube channel. Meeting up with Miles, we're meeting in Glendale, and we're going to do some transit explorations before it's time for me to depart on my train. I guess now is as good a time as any to give my thoughts on the plane versus train thing. So obviously, train wins on comfort. Plane, even though I had to spend a lot of time like sitting around not really doing anything like at the airport, and I had to leave my apartment at like 8 for a 2 p.m. flight, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it's Spirit. My ticket was cheap. It was $45 for the ticket, and then an extra 15, 17 for the window seat. I think that window seat was worth it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll make it a habit because I'm an Amtrak ride or die, but it's definitely an option. I'm back in LA Metro territory, and my chariot approaches. Bright orange buses. Baby Nabby. I do love how quick Metrolink is. I feel like I got a speed demon driving my train today. Oh. And down there are my connecting buses. You're already on camera, man. How does it feel?
I'm camera ready.
You're not camera ready?
I am camera ready.
Yeah.
Look at me.
I'm sure the internet would agree. And
a little filmer shot.
after a quick ride, the foamers have reunited here at Glendale. The train is leaving. What are we doing here, Miles?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll explain after the train leaves. So, it's currently 4 p.m. The sun is already setting.
It's true. It's gonna be a night video.
This is going to be a bit of a night video. I have 6 hours until my Amtrak train departs, so this fool and I are gonna go do some LA transit explorations.
It's true.
The first thing we're gonna do is hop on Glendale's B line. This is their city bus system. Metrolink tickets are all valid on it. And surprisingly for LA, they have a route that runs every 10 minutes, even on a weekend. And we're gonna go ride it. And it's in a C35 LFR.
True.
Baby.
It's not like it would be hard
Beeline.
to generate a ticket.
So these buses are the baby versions of the C40 LFRs that I know how to drive. That we know how to drive.
True. Barely.
And it'll take us downtown. Oh, this is funky. The moquette is very interesting.
True.
I just like going out to the public and seeing the public. Man, why is it so crowded? It's only a Sunday afternoon during the holidays. Alrighty, after a short little ride, here we are in the mean streets of Glendale. And we're in downtown, and you know what downtown Glendale has? It has a Porto's. This is the redemption arc. It's time to see, will we be able to get a little snacky snack?
Or will it be too busy?
Or will it be too busy? Only time will tell. Either way, we have a 30-minute forced gap here because our next mission is to hop on the Route 501. This is a freeway bus that goes to Pasadena. So we will either have a little treat or we will suffer. We're going in the back way. Let's see if this works out in our favor or not. Okay, this is manageable.
Yeah, we can get through this in 35 minutes, hopefully.
Yes. Snacky snack time. I got 2 strudels, a coconut, and then a guava with cheese, and for only $3? That's a pretty good steal. Porto's has been redeemed in my eyes. Porto's has been redeemed. You ever think about how the seats we're sitting in could be parking spots? Well, now that Porto's has been redeemed in my eyes, it's time for our next mission of the trip. We are going to hop on the LA Metro Route 501. We have 10 seconds to make it across the street. This is a route that goes on the freeway. It's going to take us to Pasadena. I love being in LA. No one knows how to drive here anymore. You know those like memes where it's like walk around with a brick and suddenly drivers will stop for you? I should do that.
Might be the move.
That might be the move. This bus stop is kind of crazy because like it's got a tarp, but it wasn't put up by the city. It was put up by the restaurant because they don't want to see the disgusting pores on public transit. Never change, LA, never change.
Hey, this is Glendale.
Okay, never change, SoCal.
That's an Excelsior, alright.
Our Excelsior approaches.
Don't make them pass us up though.
I'll try. Alright, come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Metro A line.
Metro A line.
Spoiler alert. I don't know if buses are normally supposed to lean that far over, but hey King, you might have an airbag out. Well, a quick little ride down the highway, and now here we are in Pasadena. And now we're just gonna hop on the Metro Blue line to Little Tokyo.
Actually, this used to be the Gold line.
Oh, my bad. We're here at the Metro Del Mar station, and I guess Miles is taking me through a restaurant.
That's where the station is.
Whoa, restaurant station is wild.
Ultimate TOD.
We'll be running shorter 2-car trains today. How dare they?
Unbelievable.
Either way, 2 minutes to the next one.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Ooh, this will be my first time on this equipment. LA scenery is so magical. The view never gets old.
Dash pad.
There is a bus yard down there. One very average ride on LA Metro later. Here we are, Little Tokyo. That was my first time on the Bredas.
Wow. What'd you think?
They sound cool.
They do sound cool.
Other than that, it was extremely, extremely average. But now we're here at Little Tokyo, so we're gonna go find some dinner. Miles says he wants ramen.
Yeah, ramen, please.
Hello, Little Tokyo. I miss Big Tokyo. Put me back. We're back in the Japanese village. LA loves their little pocket neighborhoods. We're in the Space Shuttle Plaza.
Oh.
I love aviation. What is it? Aeronautic infrastructure?
I don't know.
We're locked in. A lot of steps though. You ready for ramen?
Yes.
We.
The only thing is he's not
Ramen time. Alrighty. Was the ramen everything you hoped and dreamed for?
Oh, it was delicious.
It was really good. It is currently 7:40, T-minus 2.5 hours until our train. My train. He's not coming with. But 2.5 hours until the train. So, to spend some more time here in LA, we're gonna go to the subway. We're gonna give the subway a little ride and then take a bus back to Union Station. So now we're going back to the Little Tokyo light rail station, where we're gonna catch the train to 7th and Metro Center, and then the red line, and then the 4.
True.
I love aeronautic infrastructure. All right, update to the plan. We're gonna walk to historic Broadway instead because it's close by. And for a second, special reason, you'll see when we get there. Look, it's big buildings.
They have those here?
Whoa. All right, historic Broadway station. Miles, show us the big reveal. Ta-da!
It's just like the real thing.
I love the little jingle. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
It's a good jingle.
We got good frequencies. Well, there we go. Good frequencies.
Welcome aboard the Metro E line. This train's final destination is downtown Santa Monica Station.
It's popping off here at 7th Street Metro Center. All right, let's do the subway.
Yeah.
thought it was 4. One ride later, here we are at Vermont Santa Monica, not Wilshire. Yeah, Breda makes some good trains, but at this time of night, unfortunately, these trains only run every 20 minutes, which is kind of crazy considering the amount of usage to get.
Breda don't break.
Breda don't break. Anyway, we're gonna go up to the surface, where we are going to hop on the Route 4 to take us back towards downtown LA. Current time is 8:20. We still have an hour and 40 minutes until my train. LA Metro does not play when it comes to lighting.
I think this lighting is new.
They don't play.
But there's also like this whole like
All right, team.
situation here, so.
Do we think we're getting on our bus?
Oh, wait.
Until October 18th, which is long ago. So 2 months.
So,
But this bus stop also looks very unloved. So what do we think the deal is? Do we play it safe and go across the street, or do we...
well, is that permanent club? I don't know.
Well, there's nowhere for a bus to board, is the problem.
Yeah.
Instead of sticking around to find out, Miles and I are doing a pro gamer move of walking 4 minutes to the next stop.
Hopefully it pays off.
Hopefully it pays off.
Gang's all here.
I love the city mirrors. Well, we made it to the stop.
But
They got a donut place. Oh, it's popping in there. Excelsior. Where you going, homie? Alrighty. Miles, say cheese. I love this shot. Is kind of ruined by the fact that like the lighting goes directly in our faces. There's a detour tonight. We're getting rare mileage. Thank you.
thank you.
Alrighty.
5 minutes. So.
One ride on the Bendy 4 later. Here we are at Hill and 3rd. And now, we're gonna do something very fun before my train tonight. We're gonna ride Angel's Flight. This is the funky little funicular that charges 50 cents a ride if you have a tap card. And it's what you can take instead of stairs. And it's just a little bit of fun. The inside is so funky. Retro wooden. Bye-bye. And a wonderful little way to close our night. But Now we must hustle a little bit because nighttime frequencies on LA Metro are not the greatest, and T-minus 45 minutes to my Sunset Limited. So now we're hustling a little to get to the, what is it, Historic Broadway? No.
Grand Avenue Arts Bunker Hill Station.
That one. We're hustling to get there so that we can catch the Blue Line to Union Station. There's this weird fog blanketing everything right now. It's so
Very spooky.
I can feel the particles in my lungs. I spy with my little eye a metro station. The station is nice because there's a whole like secret park entrance from the street. You cut through here, you go over the bridge, and then you're there. And another fun little fact is now Miles and I have visited all 3 of the new regional connector stations. We visited them when they were first new, and now here we are again. Bunker Hill is of course a funky station where you can only get in using elevators. We go from really high to really low.
Culver City, East Elevator to complete your trip.
Hey, we gonna go? That elevator was not cooperating, so instead, we're trying the stairs. Wish us luck. I do not want to miss this train. Alright. We found an elevator that works.
Elevator outage. Come towards Broadway. Use little.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Uh-oh.
Clean. Efficient.
Trust the process. Oh, this isn't even our train. This isn't our train. Huh?
That's not even us.
Yeah. And here comes our train.
The next stop is Little Tokyo Arts District Station on First.
And then you can see the locomotives of my train.
I see your train over there in the distance.
I think that might be your train too, because Miles is going back on the Surfliner. And after that regional connector ride, that would not be possible without the regional connector, so we are very grateful for it to exist. We are now here at the LA Union Station. Miles, thank you for joining me on this layover.
Oh yes.
It
thanks
has
for
made
having me.
it has made my
Good speed run.
yes, we had a very good speed run. We accomplished a lot in LA, and now I'm going on the Sunset Limited. It is a cool train. I always love riding Amtrak's overnight trains, and the Sunset Limited is no different. So, where am I going? Well, I guess the viewers will just have to find out. All right, track 12 for the Sunset Limited / Texas Eagle. So, the Sunset Limited is an interesting train because it goes all the way to New Orleans, but on board, it carries 2 coaches at the back that split off at San Antonio and go to Chicago with the Texas Eagle that departs from there, while the rest of the train goes to New Orleans. I will not be going that far today. Instead, I'll be getting off tomorrow morning. I will be in coach class. I did not bid up this time. Very sad. So, here on the platform, this is where I will end my video. I'm about to set off on quite the adventure. Miles, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
It is always a pleasure.
Indeed.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Goodbye.